Hey friend, it's Jade. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I've told this story to a couple of my friends. It's just time to tell you guys now. It's time. It ran on my mind today only because where the situation stands today is kind of strange, and it just ran on my mind. I was about to go do some errands, but Hurricane Hillary is out there doing her thing, so I'm in my car. Please make sure you watch till the end so you can tell me what you think. And also, I'm sorry if the lighting is weird right now. It's like doing the weird lines thing. I'm under some suspicious lighting in an underground parking lot, so forgive me. I have my sexy drink on deck. Before I start, if you have not already, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more story times and strange things that happen in my life. Things of this level happen to me often, so we're gonna talk about it today. I have done so much research on human trafficking. I actually did a whole course in it in university. I've read books on it. I've fallen down rabbit holes on YouTube. I did a whole course, like I said, on recognizing it and advocating for victims and all of that stuff. And I know by now to never say it could never happen to me, or that, oh, it happens in faraway countries, it happens in foreign countries or third world countries. It's happening right here in LA. LA is a huge hotspot for human trafficking. Vegas, of course, New York, all these places that you expect it's not happening, it is happening big time, especially with corn industries and all that stuff. Sometimes when you're caught in these things, like when you're scammed, you want to beat yourself up and be like, I know this scam, I've studied this scam, I've watched this scam 100 times, and I still fell for it. It happens. Even if you work in fraud, if you work in criminal investigation, it can still happen to you. So that's my preface to this story. This happened around April 2021. I was still in university, and I only studied, and that's it. Literally, I didn't do anything else. I didn't ever leave my house. I had no friends. I was on Bumble BFF looking for friends. I just didn't have any really in LA. Whenever girls would ever DM me on Instagram, this is my old Instagram, I have a new one now. Whenever girls would DM me, I would answer to any girl that DMs me, I'll answer. At the time, I'm a lot more skeptical now. But I was just chilling one day, and I get a DM on Instagram from a girl. And she looked so fire. She was gorgeous, her body was banging, face card, like she had it all. She had the whole look, and she has like 1,000 something followers. And also, we had a mutual follower, we had a mutual friend on Instagram, and this girl, the first thing I saw when I saw her name on the girl's page, what did she even say her name was? Let's call her, I don't know. Her Instagram handle was literally perfectionist. So let's call her Polly. Okay, I got so distracted trying to figure out a name for the girl that I forgot to finish the point I was trying to make. What I was trying to say is, a mutual follower that I had with Polly, who I actually do know in person, is one of those people on Instagram who follow back everybody who follows them. So she followed like 7,000 people, and she had like 9,000 followers. You know, those type of people's type of growth accounts. So it didn't make me feel any less skeptical about Polly or confirm that she was real or anything, because I know that this girl just follows anyone, and it doesn't mean that she knows them. Okay, with that being said, we can move on. So Polly DMs me. She's like, hey, you came up on my explore page, you live in LA, I live in LA, I'm not sure if you're open to making new friends, but I just moved here from Atlanta, I don't know where to look, I just thought I would shoot my friend shot. And I do that all the time. I had Bumble BFF, so I was looking for friends. She seemed sweet, so I replied, and I'm like, yeah, sure, like we could talk, we could get to know each other, and we can go out. I start to ask her, has she gone and seen anything, like any of the hiking trails, stuff like that, you know, typical just moved to LA stuff. I'd already lived in LA for like 4 years, like 4 or so years, so I already knew a lot. Have you seen this place, this hiking trail? She's like, no, I haven't gone hiking yet at all. I live in Culver City, and at the time I lived in West Hollywood. So I'm like, that's not far at all. It's like 8 miles. Where she said she lived was like 8 miles away from me. We could definitely hang out. One day on my Instagram story, shortly after we had our first conversation talking about how I'm gonna go out with her, right? I posted a video, a throwback video from when I had gone to San Francisco. I went to the Ghirardelli factory, and there was like a chocolate fountain video that I had, and I posted it on my story. Polly replies to my story, and she says, oh my gosh, where is this? Is this here in LA? I said, no, it's in San Francisco, but there is a Ghirardelli on the Walk of Fame. Have you ever been yet? She says, no, she has not been to the Walk of Fame, but she would love to go. So I'm like, okay, perfect, that's cool. We can make that our first meetup. I'll take you around, I'll show you, and then maybe after that we could go hiking. Mind you, she posts a bunch of pictures about going to the gym and fitness, how she's always in the gym, she's always exercising. She goes off, she's like, hun, you can't take me anywhere, you're a stranger, you can't take me anywhere, I don't know you. And I'm just like, you DM me, you're a stranger, you DM me and ask me if I want to be your friend. We were just talking about going out, how I'm gonna show you around. I'm sorry if the way I speak, maybe the way I phrase things is not normal here in the US. I said I'm gonna take you around. When I say take you around, I meant we would meet there and I would walk you around. I'm telling her all of this. I'm like, I meant we would meet there and then I would show you around. I would show you the cool places. Mind you, I lived less than a mile from the Walk of Fame. She lived 8 miles away. So I'm like literally saying to her, why would you think I was saying I'm gonna drive to Culver City to pick you up to take you to the Walk of Fame? I don't understand. Like, I'm sorry if that sounded too forward. I meant I was gonna walk you around and show you the cool things. That would be a perfect first meetup, and I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. So after I said that, she's like, oh yeah, that's fine, oh yeah, we can do it that way. But at this point I'm just turned off, because I'm like, why are you acting so suspicious? You DM me and ask me if we can be friends, and you're like calling me hun. Oh hun, you're a stranger, you can't take me anywhere, I don't know you, we have to meet first. I'm like, I mean, I get it, you know, but like, if you're so stranger danger, why did you DM me first? It's just so weird. So I was turned off. We didn't talk for at least a couple weeks, and I remember I was on like a scenic drive with one of my friends. She DMs me that day when I was on the drive. She just like, hey, let's work out soon, like let's go exercise. I at the time went to Planet Fitness, that was my gym. I didn't know where she went, but I was like, oh yeah, sure, what do you mean? Like, do you want to go to the gym together? I have the guest pass, like you could come with me, I could go with you, what do you mean? Like, what do you want to do? But I was like being very wary because she had already turned me off so badly before. Like, hon, you're a stranger. Okay, you reached out to me first. But anyway, let's say it was like a Monday. She's like, can we meet this evening? Can we meet tomorrow? And I'm just like, that's a bit short notice. I had a bunch of schoolwork to do. Genuinely, I had schoolwork to do, and on top of the fact that I'm just like, I need notice. I need a couple business days before I go see anybody. So it was just those two things together. She's messaging me like, oh, let's go work out now, and we haven't spoken in a while, and our last interaction was so strange. So I answer her and I'm like, hey, yeah, we can go out together, that's fine. Where are you thinking to go? To the gym? And she's like, no, let's do cardio. And I'm just like, okay, now at this point your messages are pissing me off, because why are you talking like that? What do you mean? She's like, let's go do cardio. Okay, where? Nobody asks questions like that. You're just speaking stupid. Like, you're acting stupid. Can you just like say what you mean? You're acting strange, and I don't know, I don't want to cross any boundaries with you, and you know, suggest something and you say I'm a stranger and I'm trying to whatever. So you're weird. Anyway, I'm starting to side rail a bit. She says to me, let's go to the Culver Stairs, like let's meet up there one day, it's nearby where I live. I'm like, cool. Everybody who knows LA at all is familiar with the Culver Stairs. It's a very popular park. It's a hill that has stairs going all the way up, all the way down. People use it as exercise. They run up and down the stairs for hours at that time. When she said that, I was like, yeah, cool, we can go there. It's a public place, it's wide open, there's a bunch of people there all the time. That's a good place for us to meet up for the first time. So we agreed that that's what we're going to do, but we have not decided a day yet, because she's like, let's go today, let's go tomorrow, let's exercise right now. And I'm like, so I have not solidified anything with her yet. We just say we're gonna go to the Culver Stairs. We're driving around, me and my friend driving around, a DM. She's like, hey, have you ever worn a garment? I'm like, what type of garment? Like, what are you asking? She's like, oh, it's this type of thing that you put on, and then as you're running it tightens. Like, as you are moving your arms and running, it starts to tighten on your core, and it's like a bodysuit that cinches you, so you get like the waist trainer effect, cinches your waist, helps with your workout, blah blah blah. I was like, that sounds like a contraption. No, I've never worn anything like that. I've only worn a waist trainer, like the regular one that you strap on, sweet sweat, whatever, like you could put on the corset, buckle it up, whatever, you know. That's what I've worn. I don't know what you're talking about, I'm sorry. She's like, oh, she's starting a new business and this is what she's gonna do. She's making me a bodysuit as we speak. She wants me to wear it while we're exercising, because she has a new business that she's coming out with. She wants an honest review at the end of the workout. So I'm like, B, you never asked me any of this. You never asked me if I was willing to try your bodysuit. Why are you... It's not like your hair is a size small or something and you can try it out and let me know. She's like, it has to tailor to each customer's body, so she's making it for me right now. She's sewing it up for me, and I'm going to put it on and give her a review. Yo, when did I agree to any of this? I did not agree. But I'm like, no, I've never worn that, and it sounds like a contraption. So honestly, how about we just meet, and afterwards, like on our second meetup, we can talk about the bodysuit and then something. Like, I don't need to do that right now. We're just meeting. Like, we're just meeting. We're gonna go hike. We're gonna go walk up some stairs and talk and get to know each other. This is not like a business thing. You just met me and you're already trying to use me. What the hell? So she's like, no, I'm making it right now, so it's alright. You don't need to worry about it. So I just bypassed that message, because honestly, it just... I'm like, what is even going on? I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, because at the time I honestly was like very, very skeptical of people. I didn't talk to anybody. Like I said, I had no friends. I went to school. I went my whole university life. I had no friends at school. I had no friends in high school. So I'm just like, okay, it's time for me to have some friends. I'm being too skeptical. Maybe it's because I don't see people through, why I'm so alone. Let me just give this girl a chance. Like, maybe if I just see it through, then it will work out. I'm saying to my friend, maybe it's because she's from Atlanta. Like, maybe it's because she's from Atlanta. She's a bit more aggressive. Like, I don't know. Maybe she comes off weird. She did say she was having trouble finding friends. Maybe she types differently than she is in person. That's very common. I'm just going to see her through. When I meet her in person, I will give her the full judgment. Like, over the phone, I'm just going to, you know, keep the conversation short till I meet her. Then when I do meet her, we'll figure it out, right? We decide that we're gonna meet on a Friday. I picked a day on purpose. I picked a day when I knew that my sister would not have work and I would not have anything to do. Like, I didn't have school or anything. Me and my sister were both free. Gabby was going to go do her own thing and work out, but like, just so she was there in case anything happened, I had to make sure that she was free to come with me. It's like Wednesday. The Wednesday before the Friday I'm supposed to meet her, she DMs me. She's like, hey girl, do you have thin shorts? When I tell you, that sent me into a spiral, a genuine spiral. Every day she's coming with these dumb questions. Why are you asking me that question? Why are you asking me that question? Why are you asking me if I own thin shorts? So I say, I mean, I guess, like, why are you asking? She's like, because the bodysuit, you have to wear extremely thin shorts under it, like paper thin, and you have to wear them, otherwise the bodysuit won't fit. And like I said, it's tailored to your exact body. So I'm like, why are you asking me these questions? Why are you asking me these questions? Why? I just don't understand why you're asking me these questions, because It's not like we were already friends, like you and your best friend going to a dinner or going to an event or going to exercise and you're like, hey, what are we wearing? Let's coordinate. Let's do something like that. You cannot tell me that if you're a normal person, you are making plans to go and exercise with a new person you have never met yet and you're asking them questions like that. Oh, where's she going with this? So I'm like, yeah, I have thin enough shorts that I can wear under this bodysuit. Sure. At this point, I'm so confused as to what the conversation is even happening. Like, what's going on even? I don't know. But I'm like, let me just see where this is going because maybe I'm too skeptical. She's like, can I see them? Can you send me a picture of you in them? I'm like, no, that's not necessary. And then I send her Workout by Katya. That literally, those are the shorts that I have. I send her that page. I said, these are the shorts that I'll be wearing. Here it is on this girl who is the model, and here it is on Katya herself. These are the shorts. She's like, oh, but I can't tell how thin they are on that girl. I need to see them on you. Just go ahead and like send me a video of you doing a 360. Hold your arms out, do a 360 spin of you in the shorts. Like, I just need to see. And also, what are your measurements? Because like the bodysuit's almost done. Don't worry. She's like, it's almost done. I'm almost finished. Like, I just need, the last thing I need are your measurements and that video. So immediately now, I'm like, this sounds like human trafficking. Why are you, like, you're asking me for my measurements and a video of me doing a 360? You're trying to post me on your black market sites. I was like, you want my face, you want my body and my measurements to show whoever it is that whichever buyers that you have, whichever black market website that you have, you want to post me on there, and you're making it off as if it's some bodysuit measurement or whatever because you think I'm gonna fall for that, but I'm not. This is bad. She's up to no good at all. She's up to no good. If it's a she, like, I'm questioning everything. This is not good. So I'm like, nah, this can't be happening. Like, you know, when you're just in the moment, you're like in disbelief. I'm just like, you know, this cannot be happening because it's just so weird. So I start going on the girl's page, like nitpicking everything. I'm going on her pictures and I'm realizing, okay, she has 1,000 odd followers. She gets like 30 to 50 likes. That's not normal. I'm just looking through her comments. I'm realizing she doesn't respond to any of her comments, and she looks so good. She literally looks like Instagram model type, a type that would have hundreds of thousands of followers. And I'm watching her stories and I notice every post that she posts with her friends, every story she posts with her friends and her boyfriend, she doesn't tag them. She will like conveniently put a sticker or a song over where the tags would be, or like, it was just blurry videos, stuff like that. And so I'm like sending it to all my friends. I'm like, guys, what do you think? Is this a fake page? Is this a fake page? All of them are saying yes, it is, it has to be. And the final straw where I was not questioning myself anymore, which I tend to do, which makes no sense. I was questioning myself, even though it was blatantly obvious in front of me that the page was fake. I was questioning myself really hard. The final straw for me was she posts a story and it's a lip syncing video, and the song is so off. Like, it's like she placed the song over the video. It was blurry, the song was off, it wasn't lining up with the video. So I knew that that was somebody screen recording someone else's page and putting it on their story. I'm reverse image searching the pictures, trying to find out who this girl is. I cannot find her. I'm literally screenshotting every single one of her pictures. She had at least 35 pictures of her on there with captions, likes, comments, like very few comments. And I'm trying to find this girl and I cannot find her. She's nowhere to be found. And then I noticed that a page that had like 300 something thousand followers, an influencer girl, commented on Polly's page and was like, girl, you're so fine, like, let's FaceTime, I want to be your friend, like, you are beautiful, you should be a part of my squad or whatever, like, I'd love to have you be my friend, something like that. And Polly does not reply to any of the comments from verified pages that are commenting, trying to be her friend, trying to flirt with her, guys in her comments, stuff like that. She's not responding because she knows that when it's time to FaceTime or meet or something, she is not her, so she cannot prove herself. So she doesn't even react. She doesn't like the comments, nothing. They're just under her page, under her pictures with no acknowledgement, which is very odd. Like, you have verified people commenting on your pictures, you're not even going to like it, you're not gonna respond. Like, she's not responding to anybody. Yeah, it's definitely a catfish, but she's trying to meet with me in 2 days. So what exactly is her play? Like, what's going on? I need to see this through, because what exactly does she plan to do? How does she plan to play this off? So the time is getting closer to go and meet this girl, and something in my mind, something in my heart and soul is telling me to be late. We had planned for 1 o'clock, and I text her and I'm like, actually, can we do 1:30? She says, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Still, even after I moved the time, I was like, I need to be late. I cannot be there at exactly 1:30. I can't just be there in time to like get there at the same time as her. So I'm literally saying to my sister, if it turns out to really be her, I am going to be, I don't know, I'm going to go buy the lotto, like literally do a backflip, because at this point I'm 99.9% sure it's not the girl in the pictures. I just know I'm not going to go meet her. It's going to be somebody else, but I want to know how they plan to pull this off. Like, I haven't heard her voice, I don't even know her name. I say to my sister, let's leave here like closer to 1:30. Like I said, I live in West Hollywood. She was in Culver City by the Culver Stairs, so it was gonna take like half an hour to get there. Let's go drop off this order that I have to ship, then we'll leave. So we leave and we get to the post office like around 1:30, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna take me another maybe half an hour to get there. So I'm like, perfect, this time is adding up. Like, I'm gonna be mad late at this point, but 2 o'clock, 2 something was my ETA. I text her, I'm gonna be there around 2, like, I'm so sorry. Just totally disregarding the girl's time, because I don't know how to explain to you why I did that, but I messaged her like last second and I said, I'm gonna be late, I'm sorry. The whole situation was, I don't have the words to tell you why I did it, but I just felt that I should. So I'm driving at exactly 1:30. Exactly 1:30. She sends me a DM and it's a long paragraph. A long ass paragraph. She's basically telling me, hey, I'm here. My car is parked right here in front of this building at this address, and there is a meter spot right in front of me. You need to get here and park right there. Seeing the preview as I'm driving, I'm like looking at my phone like, what? But I'm driving. So I get a chance to stop at a light and I'm reading the message. She says all of that. She's like, yeah, you need to park right in front of me. I'm in this car. This is the address you need to put in. She's like, don't put in the Culver Stairs address. Put in this address of this building that's like a few buildings down the street. I'm parked here, you're gonna park in front of me, and here are your instructions. I'm gonna go start walking on the stairs. What I've done is I've left a plastic bag. There's a CVS bag on top of my car. You need to take the bag, there's shorts inside of it, you need to change into those shorts. Last time when I was going out with my friend, she told me she had thin enough shorts to fit into my bodysuit, but then she ended up wasting my time because her shorts weren't thin enough. So I brought shorts for you just to make sure. I'm like, I don't wear people's clothes. Like, I'm not going to wear your clothes. I do not know you. What do you mean you're leaving a bag with some shorts on your car? Just confusion right now, because I'm like, what's going on? She's like, she didn't get to give me a review, so I brought shorts for you. Like, don't worry, they're never worn, they're brand new. You need to put them on and then just be ready to go. Be ready to go? You want me to clap on the shorts that you give me, show up on the trail? It's like an open flight of stairs on a hill. She's like, how I'm gonna put on the bodysuit there, so don't worry, and then we can start running and I can give her the review. I told her I was gonna get there at 2 o'clock or so, and then when I got there at 2, I ended up missing my turn where I was gonna park, and I had to do a U-turn. As I'm like doing this U-turn, she texts me again. She's like, where the hell are you? You're 4 minutes late. What's going on? You're holding me back. I'm 4 minutes behind. I was supposed to start. Now I'm behind. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, you're crazy, Jade. Like, she just planned out her day. She planned out her day to exercise and be done at a certain time, and now I'm late and I'm holding her back. So I get there, I'm like, okay, I need to see this through for real. So I park right where she said. she's like, oh, a car parked in front of me, so there like 2 spots in front is where you need to be, because there's a spot in front of the car in front of me, so make sure you park right there. It's an open spot and the CVS bag is on my car, so make sure you find it, change, and be ready to go. I'm like, damn, this girl is hostile, like sending me these long instructions before I even get there. She didn't even say hi. I didn't even get to meet you. I didn't even know. Like, I must just show up and be ready to go. Be ready to go. We're in your van. That's how it sounded to me. I don't know. I see the car she's talking about, but there's no bag. So I'm like, what's going on? I need to find this so-called bag. I really need to see if this is for real. So my sister starts walking like way down the sidewalk, looking down the whole sidewalk for this bag. I'm looking, I don't see it. After about less than 5 minutes of us just trying to understand what's going on, because it was very overwhelming, it was very confusing. So I can't say that, oh, I should have done this better, or I should have done that better, or you know, whatever. In hindsight doesn't matter. This is what was going on as I was in the moment. Okay, so we're looking for this bag because she's tracing me off on Instagram. Oh, because I was late and she needs somebody to run with, she called her friend. She's on the hill as we speak, running with her friend, and I need to just find them on the trail and catch up. Yeah, my friend, she was able to come last minute. We're running on the hill without you because you were late and whatever, and we're on a time schedule. Why would you invite your friend? I just don't understand, because I thought it was gonna be me and you. Now it's you and some random girl. Then she starts to ask me, oh, when we go exercise, are you gonna run or just walk? Like, can you run? Why are you asking me that again? These are not questions that you ask somebody over Instagram DM before you meet them. Like, I get it, when you get there you want to know what the vibe is. Are we just walking and strolling, and are we gonna like actually put in a workout? Are we running? But that's not the way she was asking me. She's like, is that something that you find that you are able to do, you know, successfully? Are you able to run? And I'm like, don't ask me those questions. I was like, I don't know. We'll see what my vibe is when I get there. I don't know. Because at this point, it's just like the consecutive stupid questions are pissing me off so bad that I'm just like, I don't know. Can I meet you first? And I keep asking her, can we just dismiss this bodysuit situation? Can we do it the second time that we meet? She's like, no, we have to do it this time. Like, I need to do it today. It's fine. Like, you'll be fine. All of this about the plastic bag. I must park here. I'm late. She brought a friend. Am I running? The thin shorts. All of that is like so overstimulating. There's just too much going on, and the long paragraphs. After about less than 5 minutes of us walking up and down the sidewalk trying to find this plastic bag just to see, I was sitting in my passenger seat in this same car. I was sitting in the passenger seat, and I was just like looking down at my phone, and out of the corner of my eye on the curb right here beside my car, I see a white plastic bag, and it's crushed up. It's like dirty. It's literally on the curb, squished between the car and the sidewalk. In her text, she had actually said something like, it's windy, so you need to hurry up, because if the bag flies off, then it's gonna get lost and I'm gonna go run. I'm like, if it's that important to you, why wouldn't you just sit there? I can understand I made her late so she doesn't have to wait for me, but like, if this is the first time we're meeting up, why are you gonna go start without me and then tell me I must find a bag on your car? Like, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just not adding up. Whichever way you want to slice it, it doesn't make any sense. I don't care. So I remember her saying that it was windy, the bag might fly off. So I'm like, this has to be it, right? So I bend down out of my car and pick up this plastic bag on the ground. To this day, one of my biggest regrets in life is not taking a picture of what I saw in that bag. As soon as I picked up the bag and looked inside, it was a noisy street. There's lots of people, tourists, there's fruit stands, everything going on. It's a loud ass street. As soon as I picked up the bag, everything went quiet in my head. I literally was like, you're in danger. It was like I was zoned in. Everything else was quiet, and all my mind was telling me is, you're in danger. You're in danger. I felt somebody watching me, is how it felt. So I'm looking in the bag, but I'm like, I need to show this to Gabby. So I call her. I'm like flagging her down, texting her. I'm like, come back, because like I said, she had walked down the sidewalk to try help me find this said bag. So she comes back. I'm like, Gabby, look, literally in the bag was a children's bloomers, a children's bright pink underwear, like boy short underwear, and a pajama shorts that was really old. You could tell it's been through it. And it was a pajama pants that were cut. They were like cheetah print and they were cut. They were like fleece materials, really soft with a drawstring, and you could tell where they had just cut it with like some scissors. It was a pair of pants before, and it was a size medium, which she had said that she was lending this to me because it didn't fit her, and she got it and it was brand new. So she was like, you don't need to worry about wearing other people's clothes, it's brand new clothes. When I see this, the only thing that I am thinking in my mind is, oh, she wanted me to put on this marking piece of clothing. She gave me the whole walkthrough. She said, put on the clothes, come around the back gate and be ready to go. To me, how much clearer could that get? She wanted to give me a cheetah print pair of pants and a bright pink underwear that she could say, you're looking out for the girl, to whoever she has waiting, or whoever her squad is, or if it was her by herself. I'm saying her because I don't know if it's a guy behind the page. I don't know who it was, but she could just be like, okay, you're looking for this girl, this is her Instagram, this is what she looks like, she's coming around this corner in a cheetah print shorts. She gave me these shorts that she could show her cronies or whatever what I'd be wearing, what I would have on, and who to look out for. So at this point, while I'm literally processing all of this, like, oh, this was a trap, all of this is like flooding into my mind at the same time, I get another text message from her. As I feel like somebody is watching me, she had literally sent me text messages saying, what's wrong with you? Can't you read? I told you what to do. I spelled it out for you. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're acting so strange. You're acting weird. Girl, I'm gonna have to cancel. I don't trust you anymore. She's like, you can't just follow instructions. I told you what to do already. You're not listening. Basically, just go home now because I don't understand why you can't just follow instructions. I told you, because I had said, oh, I couldn't find the bag at first. She's like, so what's wrong with you? Cussing me out in this paragraph. So I just put down the bag, sanitize my hands, everything, and I was like, Gabby, we need to leave, like, we need to leave. So we jump in the car. I'm looking around, there's nobody around, there's nobody. All of a sudden the street is dead. There's literally nobody around at all. So I'm looking around to see if there's a guy, a girl, anything, like any face that I can just remember who was like looking in the direction of my car. There was nobody around, and I was like, we can't go straight home. So I drove and I went somewhere else. I did something else, and then I went home like hours later after like I was sure that nobody was following me because of where I had gone. I knew that nobody was following me. In case something similar happens to you, please remember these things. Do not go straight home. Look at your surroundings, all of those things, because you never know anymore. The story, it doesn't even slightly end there, okay? So I had sent her a text message when I was leaving. I was like, yeah, this is not working out. Worse how you won't even come to see me. Like, you're up in the cover stairs. You won't even come to say hi, this is me. She had Instagram video called me and then hung up right away. And so I'm like, that's another thing. That's another suspicious thing. You're pretending like you're trying to call me. You're trying to be forthcoming and transparent and whatever. And you're not. So this all ended around 3 something. I had left. She does not even open the message. The next morning I wake up. She had texted me at 3 o'clock in the morning with another cuss out paragraph. She was like, yeah, I parked here, but someone parked in front of me, so I put the bag on their car instead. It's okay because it's closer to where your car will be. It was like all of these things that make no sense, all of these conversations that make no sense, all of these connect the dots that, what's the purpose of it? I don't know. You're weird as F. The guy who allowed me to put the bag on his car, when I got back to my car, he told me that he saw you and that you had someone else in your car. That's so weird. If you felt uncomfortable, boo, you could have messaged me. You could have told me that you felt uncomfortable and we could have figured it out. There was no reason for you to bring someone else. You're weird. Starts cussing me out about how I brought my sister with me. So now at this point I'm like, great, you showed your cards, you just exposed yourself that it was you watching me, because there was nobody around. And all of these connect the dots people, how this person let you, and you put on the and then you park in front of this building and that whatever. I was like, there was nobody there. There was nobody in any of the cars. Nobody was around. It was you. When I felt somebody watching me, it was you down the street, on the corner, down the sidewalk, by the crosswalk, somewhere watching me. And you waited until the next day. Why do you think they canceled first? It's literally because she saw me and my sister. She saw me with my they saw me with my sister, and decided, oh shit, like she brought backup, so abort mission. And that's what I believe to have happened. So I started to go off, because at this point it's been a long time coming, and if they actually tried to set me up for human trafficking yesterday, they deserve no mercy. So I just let it all out. I'm like cussing her off. I'm like, you cannot tell me who to bring in my car. Like, why were you watching me on the street? You don't know anything about anything. So for you to come and tell me who I must bring in my car is crazy. Because I know that it's not you. At this point I let them know. I'm like, I know it's not you in the picture. So I was just trying to see it through. But at this point, for you to have the audacity to be cussing me out and sending me extremely long paragraphs over and over again, trying to bully me, dog me up, and tell me what to do, and then to pretend like somebody else told you that you saw me and my sister in the car is crazy. I'm not in that headspace anymore, but I was extremely angry, and I was cursing them out because let's be for real, they were online but not opening the message. So I started to call all my friends, all my guy friends. I'm like, yo, I need your opinion. This is what happened yesterday. This is the page, all of that. Every single one of them said it's a fake page. Don't even wait for them to open your message and reply to you. Just block them right now. So I did that because they were right. Shortly after, they took all the pictures down off the page. If you've watched this far, I need you to first of all comment and say sexy drink. We're gonna check in. Sexy drink checkpoint. Okay, let me know if you've watched this far. I just want to know. The second thing I want you guys to comment is, what do you think, with all the information that I've shared with you today, what do you think was going on? Am I delusional? Am I paranoid? Do I think that people are more interested in me than they are? I don't know, because I stand firm on it. I don't know. That's exactly what I think was going on, especially with the shorts and the children's underwear and the old shorts. Like, is that their trap shorts, what they used to trap people? Literally, that's what I think. And I don't know, I would need the actual person to prove to me that that is not what they had planned, and it was something else that made sense, because nothing else makes sense apart from the way I'm thinking about it. So I guess this is now part 2 of the story. That was the last interaction I had with the page. Never heard from them again. I was very grateful, thanking God that I had the foresight, I had the intuition that I listened to make sure that I stayed out of harm. But like a year later, I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see the actual girl, the real girl who I had never seen before, who I was searching for and could not find. She comes up on my For You page. Can you imagine that? I don't know how TikTok did that. I don't know how they made us align. TikTok is like that. They put this girl on my For You page, and she was in the gym and she looked absolutely snatched. Her body was on 10. Her body was on 10,000. I was screaming because now I could 1,000% say with total certainty that that was not the person I was talking to, right? Because I know for sure now the person has their own socials. In the comments, there are people saying, hey, you know, someone catfished me on Tinder as you, someone catfished me on Instagram as you, trying to sell me workout plans. And she was just laughing. She'd literally just be like, LMAO, LMAO. Like, she didn't really engage with it. And I guess if people are catfishing as you enough, impersonating you, you don't really want to get into it. So I get it, I understand. But what I went through, it was much more escalated than a workout plan or like a catfish on a dating site type of thing. So I started to comment on all of her TikToks. I'm commenting on her Instagram. Her real Instagram only has about 3,000 followers, so I know for sure she's seeing my comments, she's seeing my DMs, I'm commenting on her TikToks. She's ignoring me. She's liking all the other comments around my comment, but not mine. And I just don't know why. I'm like, does she not want to get involved with this stuff? I don't know. But it's like, if someone DM'd me or commented on one of my videos and said, hey, someone catfished me as you and tried to human traffic me, I would want to know what that was about. Even if I didn't want to get involved, even if I didn't want to help you, even if I didn't, like, whatever it was, however I felt, I would want to know the story. Like, I would want to know what people are out there using my face to do. Using my pictures to scam people is bad enough. When you make fake OF pages, when you make fake Tinder, dating profile, stuff like that, that's bad enough. But if someone was to message me and say, someone used your information to lure me out of my house, not just over the internet, like trying to scam me for some money online, someone lured me out of my house and tried to pick me up, that is way more serious than a workout plan scam. So I'm like spamming her, I'm commenting on all of the videos I can find, her Instagram, everything, DMing her. She's not answering me. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Girl, if you see this, it's weird. I don't know what to say. You don't even want to know what happened. That's actually where we are now, and I just felt like it was time to tell you this story, because you guys aren't gonna fully understand me until you hear the type of things that happen to me on a daily basis. What do I even do with this information now? All the friends that she was posting with, I have their at now. All of the missing information off of the catfish page I found on her page. All the pictures that she posted, they were doing just as I thought, screenshotting it and reposting it. She still has not answered any of my messages. I cannot get in touch. I followed her so I could see when she would post, and I would comment on videos she just posted where I was the top 3, like one of the first 3 comments, and I would go back an hour later and she has liked every comment except mine. I don't know what that's about. It's very weird behavior, but she didn't want to know. She still doesn't want to know, so I can't do anything about it. And just for you guys' information, she actually is from Atlanta, but she didn't ever move to LA. The girl still lives in Atlanta. So I don't know. I hope I actually don't have any updates on this situation. I hope that nothing else comes of it and I can just let it die, I guess. But either it was a guy, because of the way that they were talking, saying things like hun or like no boo, it sounded as if it was a guy pretending to be a girl. You know, it was a guy who was talking in the way that he thinks a girl would talk, like that girls would talk to each other. I could be, you know, Delulu. I could think that I'm more important than I am, but if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck. That's all I have to say. I will be back with more, who knows what. I was gonna say more story times, but who even knows what I'm gonna upload on this page. I thank you guys so much for watching and for caring. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.